Hello, everybody, and welcome to Minecraft Through Time, Episode 1. If you are keen to the playlist or watched my earlier episode, I did do kind of a trial run, like a 20-30 minute stream on this here. I've decided to continue and make this a fully fledged series, so yeah, that'll be cool to explore the versions a bit and all that jazz. But I'll do kind of what I didn't do last time, which is kind of give a bit more of a detailed rundown of the actual version I'm playing. I think in the original series I did like a whole description of infdev. I guess I could do a brief description of infdev, and I'll do this one in my own words. The version stuff will just be based on the wiki, if anyone's curious, for like the additions and stuff that I'll talk about. But infdev, as far as I'm kind of concerned, is basically Minecraft's kind of shifting into infinite development. That's what it is, infdev. Out of in development, which was the previous stage where the worlds were kind of limited in size. So they're quote unquote infinite. I mean, there's like far lands and that kind of stuff, which I'm going to in my other series. But, but technically infinite. Okay. For, just just to say it. But yeah, infdev is kind of a shift in the game. I think it had to basically be, the game had to be reworked kind of from the ground up around this time, I believe, in development. So the game kind of took a bit of a step backwards, but it took it forwards with the infinite development. Anyway, that's kind of a brief kind of thing for the stage of the game. I'll do another one for alpha and beta and release and all that as I get around to them. But I might as well go over the specific version I'm using for the series, which is infdev 2010 March 27th. So it's the update that came out on that day. It's the earliest, well, as far as I'm concerned, one of the earliest ones. I think earlier ones you can technically use software to update them. But this one's like the natural, the one you can use naturally and upgrade your world with some kinks. But that's basically about that. So yeah, the reason why this one's the only one that I could do from the start is because it introduced the alpha level format and it reintroduced level saving. So I guess versions before this in infdev were not savable. And then before there was level saving in classic and that kind of stuff. You could maybe, I mean, at one point, I don't remember, I haven't brushed up on Minecraft history that much. But yeah, it seems to be the case. Let's see. It automatically saves the level. World generation is now responsible by the use of new noise generators that replace classic world noise generator. Low noise, medium noise, or low noise, high noise, and selector noise are the types of noise in the generator. And the first two are responsible for generating the farlands as a bug, which was fixed, of course, in beta 1.8 and beyond. The level format changed from infdev level or indev to alpha level. And this system is identical, seen in alpha through early beta. Player dying causes the inventory contents to drop, respawns the player in the world at the world spawn, rather than forcing the player to reload the last save. And you no longer start with items in new worlds. You always start at 0.64.0 and get shot up to the nearest available space. So yeah, the classic terrain generation was removed, revamped, and with a new thing kind of coming in as a result. Caves and flowers no longer generate, as they are not yet implemented into the terrain generator. The defunct map theme, shape, and type buttons have been removed from the interface. Debug tools are removed from the inventory, and brick pyramids have been removed. I won't go through the rest of it. It just talks about bugs in the thing here. I figured I'd stay in this version for one more stream. Like, yes, episode 0 and 1 will just be in the same version, and then I'll move on. Mainly because there's a bug that gets fixed in the next update that I want to take advantage of for one stream, which you may have already noticed last time, which is the smelting speed. Look at how fast it is. I don't think I noticed it in the last stream, but smelting speed has been increased. Quite increased. Might have to actually turn my game down. We'll see. If the game is too loud, let me know, and I'll change it for the next few episodes or whatever, until I get sliders. But I know Devin was talking with me about the world gen stuff, and it seems to have been just because I was doing it, resetting the world as I was in it. That seems to be the issue as to why these chunks are so weird. It's kind of fun that my first area is like this, but still. Oh, I gotta rebind my thing. No, don't change world. I gotta change my inventory button. Back to E. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna harvest some wood for now. I'll spare the mining for a bit. I'll have to dig out a mine in a little bit, but I can get some wood. I might even do what I did before. I think I did this back in season 1. Was I did a ladder down instead, so I think I'll do that because you can do the ladders, 2 blocks, kind of a ladder and then a block of air, ladder, block of air kind of thing. So you can save on ladders. They're a bit more efficient right now, I do believe anyway. But like I said last time, I have not played this specific version before. The one I played in Minecraft Through Time Season 1 2 years ago was a good ways after this. I think the next few updates after this are just mainly bug fixes. But for the sake of updating the series every episode, pretty much, I'm going to try and do it every episode with like minor updates. And try not to go too deep into the snapshots. If there's fun ones, then I might do that. Like if I can get some unobtainable blocks or something, then I might try and do that. But for the most part, I'm going to try and stray away from it. Just because I don't want to screw up this world any more than it already will be getting screwed up. As you can see with my reloading and all that of the world, which I don't think I've done that before. Usually I just kind of create a world and go with it. I didn't really intend on making a brand new world. A few of them even. And you can see that. You can see some of the chunks from, I guess, the old worlds mixed in with the new, which is something. Yeah, I'm going to turn down the actual OBS for you guys so you don't have to hear the game as loud. There's actually no sliders at all. I don't know if you noticed, there's just a toggle for volume. So, yeah, sorry if the game's really loud. I usually have it balanced and stuff. But, anywho. This is so interesting being back in these days. I have not played this version. Probably, I haven't touched infdev since I last played it in Minecraft Through Time. So it's been a long time. And that was a good few updates from now. Virtually identical, apart from the bug fixes, I'd imagine. Because it wasn't like a huge step. But yeah, like basically the general gist is I'm going to be going kind of one minor update every episode. That's kind of the basic rundown of the plan. I'm going to try and slow down, like now, I'm doing 2 streams on this update, and then I'll do it, I'll just start going from there. But I don't want it to be too quick, but I also don't want the series to just be in a complete standstill for versions. So that's why I'm going to kind of be in between. And look at me in my Steve skin. I'm still using the Betacraft launcher. It is kind of the go-to for old Minecraft, honestly. Like these old versions and even versions that don't exist on Mojang's system. That is a good benefit to using something like Betacraft, which has, I think, some of the Omni Archive found versions and other such things. I don't know how other ones were discovered. I'm sure there's a lot of fun stories. I've seen some of them. I've seen the one for like the alpha one that basically got there's only like a certain window of time where people could even download it before Notch kind of overrode it because it was catastrophic, where the game would really not work at all. Jeez, the terrain though. I mean, the terrain on its own is crazy. I mean, at least the leaves decay. I think they do decay. That's lovely. And you get so many saplings. I'm getting so many. I feel like that's been tweaked for sure. You can just peek around and find all sorts of ores in the hills. That's kind of cool, actually. Maybe I can work on getting some more seeds as well. Start a farm. Because you'll find that there's not many mobs around at all. And it seems that that is a bit of a trend I've been noticing. Not really many mobs at all. I wonder if they're just not in the game yet. Or like they've been removed for the time being, since this is like one of the first, among the first infdev versions. So that's interesting as well. A lot of fun facts for today's stream. Oh, where'd that call go? I didn't even, oh, must have picked it up. I didn't see it on the ground. Yeah, I don't think there's any easy way of breaking it, unless that is the easy way, which is with the sword. It's a bit quicker in beta Minecraft, but breaking speeds and durability are two things that are a little bit out of date. Or not out of date, but they're a little bit different in these older versions. Among other things, like ore distribution and stuff, I think is a bit more sparse. I don't remember exactly how ore distribution works. I'm going to try not to export too many chunks. I'm not going to go out adventuring or anything for quite a few updates. Just going to chill here, and if I get some good stuff like better diamond luck out, then I'll probably just wait until I start a new base. I'm imagining I'm going to do an alpha base, just like before. I kind of have the infdev and alpha separate, but I'm going to put a bit more time into the infdev base before I go off. And it doesn't mean I won't return to the old bases either, if I got some cool ideas to come back to. What is this? Like, this is crazy terrain. I don't even know what's going on. For the most part. I even turn it down even more. Just keep the game low enough below my mic. Yeah, the breaking sounds are so loud. At least I do have sound, though. I do believe a bunch of the old Minecraft versions, if you just play like the default stuff, they do have a bit of like sound issues or music issues, one of the two or both. They do have some issue pertaining to audio, so it's nice. Yes, I can place blocks through me as well. That's something that you don't see every day in Minecraft these days. And yeah, this is like an almost 15-year-old version of Minecraft. That's crazy to believe. I mean, not that I was really around, so I don't really have like a basis for it. Like, it's just like, oh, cool. But there's people that did actually play this when it was around. Probably not that many. Like, realistically, when it was like actually, like the Minecraft community was much smaller back then. Because it was definitely a far cry from the kind of almost pretty much triple A game we have now. I don't know if you'd call it, I don't know if it actually is AAA, but like, you know, like the best selling game of all time or whatever, like one of them. I don't remember if it is anymore or still, but definitely something. It's a different taste to the modern stuff. Yeah, it looks like the sword is the quickest. Yeah, or maybe that's not even here yet. It doesn't. I feel like it's slightly quicker. It's not quite as noticeable as it is in beta Minecraft. That's a good tip. Is basically almost pre-release Minecraft. I haven't played much beta 1.8. I guess I'll get to see that in this. I have really not touched those versions, like the adventure update part 1 and the pre-releases of beta 1.9 and stuff. I really have not given those the time of day. So it'd be interesting to see a bit of them and get some strange stuff out of it, I'm sure. I got plenty of goals. Actually, I should probably bring the world in a bit, just so I don't load too many chunks. Because, you know, the more chunks I load, the more difficult it's going to be to get back to my next base, because even I guess the beta base, because the beds won't be around until like beta 1. What is it, 1.3? 1. I don't remember which one it is. I know there's one that adds like, I think it's the same one that adds wolves, if I'm not mistaken. Although Like I said, I'm running off of like some fairly old memory here. Like it's been a few years since I've looked at the history of things properly. Looks like I'm up here, but there's no mobs. There's like no natural spawning at all. I wonder if that's a bug that'll be fixed in one of the versions that's coming up here. I'm assuming it is because I've literally seen like zero anything. So yeah, the farm is gonna be like my only option for food for like the first for first little bit. I don't really want to die either, so gonna have to just try and survive. And I can't crouch either, by the way. If anyone's like, just crouch, I can't. Crouching is not a thing. Oh boy. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Let me quickly make some, oh yes, some torches. It's interesting seeing what hasn't changed though. I mean, there's not a whole lot that hasn't changed or that like is like remained constant. I mean, there's a lot of the same, like you can see a lot of the same Minecraft here that is there today, just through a lot of development and updates. This is such a cool area. I love this. Is this, yeah, this is like my grotto down here. My own little grotto down here. I'm gonna try and avoid taking damage. Yes, you can take damage falling into like one block of water all the way through to beta, even the end of beta Minecraft, so that'll be a bit of a constant, I'm afraid. I guess I can make some iron gear properly now. Do I need armor? I mean, it would be good, but I'll probably make like all the tools and stuff first. Like a pickaxe would probably be most important. A sword. I mean, I guess I don't need a sword. I don't need a sword yet. I guess it's not really a priority right now. Because if there's no mobs, then there's nothing to hack and slash. So I'm gonna put my sword in the chest for now. That's super abstract for like the modern lens of Minecraft. Like I'm so used to like having to do that. And I'm gonna actually strategically plan out the farm because I do need to use like fences and stuff. If you guys don't know, you can trample crops in old Minecraft just by walking on them. That's all you need to do to trample crops in the old versions. So gonna have to get a bit crafty with fences, which kind of obscures the hitbox. I guess that's kind of what it does, if I were to guess. I can't do anything weird. I'm sure there's some stuff I could do to like crash the game or something, just all sorts of strangeness. But I guess I won't have mobs for a little while. That's an interesting discovery for sure. It's just me, myself, and I in this Minecraft world. It really does emanate old Minecraft. Like not even like beta, like Golden Age or whatever that everyone's talked about and streamed up to to high hell recently. But like the old Minecraft with like very minimal stuff going on. Just kind of this simplicity. What I called in the original series the Sea of Simplicity. I feel like that might be what I was referring to when I was talking about that. It's just weird being so like active and up and at it at like the middle of the night here in the game. I love it. I like this like twilight, just like mess around in the dark here. And as for like actual plans for the base, I don't got much plans for this one. I'm just gonna kind of just see as where things go. I'll probably do a good few streams here, so it'll be fairly developed by the time I'm out. But it's not gonna be like a cohesive thing, I'd imagine. It'll just be a bunch of stuff. I feel like that's a very old Minecraft thing to do. I might as well make a bunch of iron tools and stuff now that I've got the iron to do so. I guess a hoe as well would be not a bad idea. I could probably make some fences, which if anyone's curious, I gotta figure out the fence recipe actually. I don't remember what recipe it is in this stage of the game. I feel like it is a different one. Or maybe fences don't even exist yet. Oh, right. I think that's why in my, yeah, I don't think fences exist yet. Right, I remember, because I did like a kind of reboot of this, kind of a soft thing that I didn't end up continuing. a while back, and I built like an almost automatic farm. And I'll probably do that again here, based on that recent discovery. So I guess that's the first thing I could do. Maybe I'll get the mine together first, and then I'll dig out something here and start a farm, I guess. Or over here. I kind of like this spot though. Maybe I'll just clear out that mound there. Or I guess I could just throw it over here too. I need some blocks anyway. I'm gonna do a bit of mining. A good lick of mining before I get too ahead of myself. Where do I want to throw the mine? I kind of just want to like have it out of the way. Maybe over here. Yeah, here's good. Just go where, I don't know, I just like to be a bit creative with where I put my mine. Instead of having it just like in my house or whatever. I could do like a proper building for it or something if I get around to that. Oh yeah, iron mine stuff quickly. Look at that. Okay, well, I won't get too deep into the iron just yet. I guess I don't really need to worry about armor either just yet. So that should give me a bit of an excuse to use. Oh yeah, I do need a sword actually to break the crafting table. The axe is purely for tree chopping. I could probably empty my inventory before I get too ahead of myself. Okay. Yeah, the seeds can go in here. I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. And the shovel also. Okay. That's a pretty solid load up for now. And then the wood can just chill in here. Oh yeah, actually I do need it to make my ladders. I think ladders do exist. Oh, they don't either. Oh dear, I'm really far back. Because in the version I was playing, I had ladders when I did my mine. Did I have stairs? Okay, what is unless I can only make like a certain type of stair. No, there's just no stairs either. Right. Wow. That's something. I can make slabs at least. Yeah, there's slabs in the game. Huh. Everyone who's already played these versions is like, wow, what a fool. But it's been quite a while. And also, like I said, I picked up a little bit after this update. The things might have changed. Okay, so change of plans. The mine, I guess I could still go there, but I'm gonna do I guess I'll be doing a slab staircase, which will take even longer. Take even longer to do. Oh, whoa, speedy. Yeah, you don't get both of them back, so it's not really economic to keep kind of, building full blocks with them unless you actually intend. It's so easy to do it, but yeah, you lose them, I guess. Looks like. But my first mine in this world is gonna be. Oh god, it's super easy to do it. It's not very good. Ooh, iron, first of all. Gonna want all the iron in the world so I can work on my projects a bit more efficiently. Okay, looks like I'm doing a slab mine. I don't even know how. I think you spawned like 64 blocks up, so I'm probably around 60. Is there F3? There's not even F3 yet. I could do this. I think it was tab at one point. No, yeah, there's just no F3 menu. Gotcha. I think there was one that was added not too long after this. Because I had like a vague F3 menu with like the lag meter and stuff. I don't really know how I need to dig this out. It's kind of funky, especially with the lighting here. It's gonna take forever to get down, but I kind of like it. Because then I can at least walk up it easier. Not quite as big of a hassle in that respect. But it just means I'll probably spend a good while digging this mine, that's all. Sorry, everybody. Got to occupy a lot of this episode doing a mine, but it's a necessary piece of Minecraft progression. At least I can do a bit of conversating and hopefully make up for the mining boringness. So how long do I actually intend on sticking to this version? Well, it's probably a good question many of you guys will probably be asking, especially with the whole update discussion coming in pretty soon here. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna update every stream. Usually, that's kind of what my plan is gonna be. But I'm gonna kind of try and space out the major updates a little bit. So infdev will probably, regardless of actually how long I take in this base, it might still just be like the shortest one because alpha just adds a lot more of content at least. And so beta also adds a fair bit. Beta will be more just like fleshing out some things. I was actually debating, I think in season 1 I actually ended up making my season or my beta base the alpha base because there wasn't too big of a distinction for me to worry about it. So that's always an option. I could probably even fancy up these as well. Just don't, I gotta really watch placing them. Yeah, it's like super sudden. And I'll pick up the blocks too before I, at least this way I get them back. Might as well have like the same thing though. Super buggy. Oh yeah, look, get some iron. The veins of iron seem to be pretty good. Like I get like about 10 from each vein. Like the veins, the blobs are really nice. That's still gonna change for alpha. Look at this. I don't think I've ever seen an iron thing this big. Apart from like, I guess like the veins we have now in caves and cliffs. That's like half a stack of iron just right there. I'm not even going to be spending it on armor, so that's all pure tool. Just R&D for the base, research and development. Just developing the base. And I think I'll use this as like my path block for this base. Oh, what the? Oh, okay. Oh. Minecraft funkiness, everybody. I'm no stranger to it with this series. Trust me, you're going to see a lot of that. Plan to stick around for a bit. Right, I'll just keep making more. I could do like one slab, like instead of two, but I feel like, I mean, yeah, one slab's probably a bit more cheap, but I'll think about that as I'm gathering more materials. Okay, back to the furnace. This is so cool. I gotta think of how I'm gonna actually do my house. I mean, I hope there's glass at least. If I could find some sand, that would be nice. I'm gonna see if I can actually find some sand. I'll see if I can prove or disprove that theory, because I might be just living in a glassless house for the time being, if that's not in the game. I have to ask this. Usually I'm not this like noobish, but I've been proven wrong a numerous amount of times already this stream, so I'm going to try and see if I can find an ocean of some kind. I'm walking kind of diagonally this direction. I try to like remember the direction I'm going because there's no compass, there's no coordinates. You can't find your way back if you get lost, pretty much, unless you die. Then you're at spawn. Is there even any sand in the world, Jen? There might not. I might just not have access to sand yet. Yeah, look at that. Right, I'm gonna have to wait a few bit streams. So, I mean, there takes a bit of the pressure off of actually building a house. I could start my house, but it looks like I'm not gonna be able to finish it today because I need glass and stuff. So I'll have to update to whatever version adds glass or sand into the world gen. This is like a very like very fresh state of Minecraft. And if I do run out of stuff, I might even update like midstream as well. And then I'll just do like a dash in the update. So it'll be like show like multiple, or like a slash or something. I don't even know if the trees regrow. I'll have to see. Bit of an experiment here. Okay, I'll smelt that iron anyway. Okay, back to it. Actually, I might just wait for it to smelt because I want to keep digging. I should be able to go right down to bedrock if I just let it do its thing. And it's just going so quickly. It goes back to 8 seconds after this update, which is, I think, the usual time it takes to smelt an item. But I'm going to take advantage of this. I don't think I can smelt stone. We'll see if I can do that, because I should basically make everything I can if I want to do that right now. If I can do it. Can I smelt stone at all? Oh, I can. That's cool. There's another thing I can work with, so I can actually build with stone. There's not many building blocks in this update. Because in beta, you got like gravel, sand, and all that. I don't got any of that here, it looks like. So I'm going to be purely building with like stone, cobblestone, dirt, wood, stone, like these stone slabs. It's not even like the highlight or anything. Like you can't see what I'm looking at with the cursor either. What a time. I gotta build a bit of a walkway around here too. I might even do that this stream if I got the time to. I'm intending on playing for a good while today, getting the mine done and maybe starting some semblance of a base. And the farm as well will be another thing I want to tackle. But to avoid having to do like the fences and stuff, I'm just gonna make like an automatic thing, just like I did my other save. If you guys haven't seen it, don't worry. I don't think many people actually did get to see it, so I'll walk you guys through it again. It's something I got off, I think, the internet somewhere. It's a fairly simple design. It's not quite as advanced as the stuff that you got even in like later beta Minecraft, where you can do like dispensers or like pistons. I can't do any of that, so it's going to be kind of purely a manual system. But it should avoid the need to have to go and, you know, deal with all the trampling and all that with the fences. See, that's a hot tip for anyone who's played old Minecraft. It's like, oh, I hate trampling the crops. And there's your solution. Also, doesn't help that like I like glitch through the blocks as well. Gotta spiff it up. If I don't have much else to do in this world, I might as well just make everything look nice for now until new features get added. And it's nice. The way the series is set up is that it kind of encourages me to build rather than just focus purely on like the updates and all that. I'll definitely get around to it, but I want to focus on just like taking it a bit slow and still having it be not completely boring, but I don't want it to be just a complete blitz, because I felt like that was often the thing with the last world. This is actually really cool. I've never done like a slab staircase, probably because it's not the greatest. But I can't sprint. There's no stairs. When you're pushed into a box, you kind of just have to stay there. Kind of just have to pick your lane. I think I will just throw storage, maybe on like a hallway or something here. Then I'll put my farm either there or there. I kind of want to keep that open, so I might put it here. So the mine will be here. The farms will be here. There's no mushrooms either. I don't think. I wouldn't imagine there are any mushrooms. There's no nether or anything I could go to get them, or overworld. I'm guessing, based on the lack of mobs, there's probably not advanced things like mushrooms and pumpkins. Definitely pumpkins. But mushrooms you do get access to later. So maybe more for the alpha base, I'll do a mushroom farm. I figured it'd also be interesting for you guys as well. I mean, I'm sure some people watching this have heard of or even played these versions or even know quite a bit about them from their time playing them. And there's probably gonna be a lot of people who don't know what any of this is, and it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool because I've been through it a bit. I've not, like I said, I'm not that old of a Minecraft player. You know, this is like 2010 Minecraft. I was into Minecraft in 2012, so big leap for me. Oh, actually, this I need to get rid of. I thought I was smart, but no, I'm not. I'm not smart at all. And I guess over time as well, things will get smoothed out. And, you know, fixes and stuff will slowly pop in, and bugs and all that will go away. Well, some bugs can't be gotten rid of, like my chunks here. But really, it's just a sign of things to come. Because, like, the new terrain, yeah, it's not like modern Minecraft where Mojang delicately shifts the chunks. Well, I mean, delicately is a word. It's still a little bit rough around the edges, but it's you know, it's so much of an improvement over what you're going to see in this series as far as chunk changes with updates is concerned. Chunk change. It's like chump change, but I'm so easy to please. I don't think there's, of course, if there's no mobs, I don't get access to a bow either. I don't think bows are in the game. Well, they were, but I don't know. Like, I certainly am not going to be able to obtain one anyway. This is such a cool staircase. Oh yeah, I was placing the torches on both sides. Might as well just have like the dramatic effect. And that way, it's just like this ominous thing. And then, yeah, I'll focus on the upper area after a bit of mining is out of the way. I don't think I really hit my head, because it's not like the stairs where you need like that full extra block of clearance. Or even more, I guess, than this. Actually, yeah, it's just one more block of clearance. It's so weird doing like a narrow thing like I am. But I'm glad that the iron veins are so big and that the smelting is just so busted right now. I'm glad for some bugs for once. Actually, I find a lot of people actually become a bit, I guess, dependent on the bugs for a while. Like, I played, well, of course, Bedrock for many years, and one of the bugs I remember us taking advantage of on our servers was the kelp machines. The kelp XP farms, if you've ever heard of those. They got patched out quite a while ago. But like that kind of stuff, like people just use these things and they just kind of, it's second nature. And then when Mojang kind of removes it or changes it, everyone gets all like, well, you know, kind of that's not really right. But these things are bugs. Like the villagers, I know more recently, that's another thing, was the villagers got fixed. Or quote unquote fixed. The stat curing, which is the thing that everyone uses for trading halls and stuff, but that was a bug by Mojang standards. So, you know, like there's some stuff like that that's like disagreements or whatever. It's like, well, if it's in the game for this long, is it really considered a bug? But no, it's true. These things are considered bugs still, based on those answers anyway. Or based on like the way they're approaching it. But it doesn't seem to really stop Minecraft like or Mojang. You know, stuff can be in the game for a long time. Like there's decade-old update or old bugs that have been getting fixed and stuff. Like that stuff's cool. It's not like exploits or anything. It's a lot of like minute stuff. Usually, if it's exploits, it's usually patched out pretty quick, or it's kind of slips between the cracks, like the trading stuff, and they just kind of get around to it in whatever their due course is. But yeah, that's like some of the stuff I remember. And another one, I guess more recently, was also the raid farms. They made some changes to the way raids work, I guess, and that seemed to get some of the people in the community miffed. So this kind of stuff is pretty common, I think, in the community, where Mojang kind of changes something that a lot of people just kind of instill as fact, or like it's just like I couldn't imagine a world without it, and then next thing you know, it's a world without it. That's interesting though. I'm using so much stone. That's okay. It's a cool staircase. You got to admit. For infdev, it's a pretty cool staircase. It's like probably the coolest block in the game at this point. This here. I mean, that's debatable. If I can craft like diamond blocks and stuff, yeah, that might still be the winner. But in terms of like the stuff you're gonna be building with, this is a pretty good block. I actually rather like the stone slabs. They're really cool. I always love building with them when I get the excuse to. It's just a nice texture. And I remember for the longest time when I played the game, these like the full block version was not available. Of course, now it is by smelting stone. But there was a long period of time where that wasn't a thing. And I remember everyone was just so like excited when they managed to like get like the full block version through commands or whatever. It was like a secret block in the game basically. And people were always just like, "Oh, just give it, give us the full block version." The same thing is, I guess, applicable to like pistons. I know there's like a full block version of the piston where it's like the head texture on each side. It works really well for like a storage crate in a build. But that's another like illegal block or whatever. I know one of the fabled blocks is like it's not in the game, but the vertical slab. I guess the one that is in the game and kind of pertains to the old Minecraft discussion is the what is it? The dirt slab that Notch was adding around this point, right? Thinking of adding, and he didn't. It just made everything weird. And there is definitely a certain side to World Gen, I guess, where like slabs in the World Gen would be a bit strange. It would require a lot of like rethinking of terrain generation. So it's probably a good thing that that doesn't exist. I mean, like, it as a recipe and just as like a random like one-off slab you could get would be kind of cool, just for like player-made builds. But I could see why they don't have it in the game and why not decide not to add it so early on. I remember the other one was I think the April Fool's one, the Etho slab, which is like a TNT slab based on Etho, of course. Which I feel like Etho is someone I have not given enough attention to in terms of like watching. I think like Etho is like one of the original pioneers of Minecraft Redstone, and I definitely gotta watch the series at some point. Probably while my journey to the far lands is still going, so I'll still have all that time to just watch it. I've been currently watching, I think, Tango Tech's Hermitcraft 5. I watch kind of like a lot of stuff all over the place, mainly because I'm really up to date on Hermitcraft. Like the last 5 seasons or so I've seen around there. Well, I guess like 4. I guess like 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6 I've seen, and now I'm watching 5, and I've seen Hermitcraft 1, which is quite a polar opposite to the modern Hermitcraft. Still a lot the same in a lot of regards, but it's a lot different as well. But that's what I've been mainly watching. But I definitely have given consideration to Etho because I know Devin, my friend, has watched tons of Etho, and I think he's still in the process of watching that. He's still going because he's been watching it for years. And I know a buddy who's watched Hermitcraft since like the early seasons, which is pretty cool. I never actually got into Hermitcraft until, of course, season 6, which was like 2017, I think. I said 2016 in another video, but I correct myself. It was 2017 because 2016 was season 5. I know that because 2016 added like I think the rockets and stuff, that like functionality for the Elytra, because everyone in season 5 is using like the rockets and Elytra to get around. And me and Devin talked about it in a Discord call not too long ago. But like the kind of delineation, I mean, there's multiple delineations. Of course, the old Minecraft one. I mean, this one right here, like indev to infdev, but more commonly, I guess, the Hunger edition or the Adventure update, I guess more specifically, and just all the stuff that that brought, just changing the complete trajectory of the game at that point and putting a bit of a divide in the community. You know, between a lot of the old players who didn't really think a lot of this stuff needed changing, and then there's some people who accepted it with open arms, and a lot of people who actually, joined the community at that point. But I'm not going to get into the controversy of those updates and stuff. I'm just more talking about like how they are just huge turning points for the game. And one of them was definitely, I mean, of course, the combat update, but another minor one that, I mean, I guess it kind of goes along with the combat update. It's another like part of it. I'm not really going into the actual combat stuff. Of course, that's a whole discussion. But one other thing that I've noticed, there's a clear delineation. I mean, me and Devin mainly expressed it. I was like, yeah, I actually agree with that. Is the Elytra. And more specifically, I guess not too long after that, well, shulker boxes as well, but also the rocket functionality for the Elytra. Because people, of course, before the rocket functionality, you'd use like punch for the bow, a punch bow to propel yourself without having to like keep gliding, like to kind of get more of an infinite glide, technically speaking. But the sheer difference in like Minecraft worlds, I mean, this is from an outsider, from someone who didn't really have worlds around that point. It would have been really interesting to see how I would have, how my thoughts would have been had I played through the updates when they originally came out. Because I feel like I would have had a lot of opinions, much like a lot of the community did. Just knowing where I kind of gravitate in Minecraft, mainly like the old stuff and a bit of release. I got a bit of nostalgia for release actually. Most of my nostalgia actually comes from release, by the way. I do like a ton of beta in old Minecraft, but actually I feel like a majority of my actual nostalgia comes from like late beta and early release. But yeah, no, the Elytra is just a huge game changer because well, think about like builds now had like a whole other like side that you basically need to account for. Like the top, like seeing them like like going by flying by them. That's kind of Devin's main point was that you kind of not only that, but also like just transportation just became so broken after that. Like the Elytra is just so overpowered. It's unreal. It's like mending. Mending's another thing as well. Like that's another game changer, which also came out around the same time. I guess I will discover that in this world in due course. But mending's another thing. I love mending. It's great for like building and stuff. But I could see the argument of it being very cheaty and a bit too easy to get your hands on. And I think the trade rebalance with like having to go to the certain biomes for certain trades is kind of a cool mechanic. It's along the lines of the whole thing of like the ores being more strategically placed. Yeah, it's a bit more troublesome having to go to different layers, but it's kind of a cool mechanic at the base of it. That's at least my thoughts on it. It's been a lot of trouble having the worlds be really deep. It's really cool. I love like the caves and like going caving through like super deep caves that can go from like the surface down to deep slate and stuff. But I definitely agree with the community that there's a lot of issue as well. Well, not issue, but a lot of tedium, I guess. It's not inherently issue, as like a bug would be. I feel like I've been making some good discussion actually. I'm doing good. Hopefully the mining has actually been a bit fun for once. I try to limit it to like one episode, but I feel like the nature of this series, I'll probably just always be like in the mines at one point or another. So you just have to face it. Face the music. I'll try and make the mining segments at least enjoyable. It's interesting that the actual like dropped blocks just kind of stay inside of the block. Like they don't ever go anywhere. I feel like this is taking forever to do, by the way. It feels like modern Minecraft. probably getting close, but I am running at like half speed going down, so that does make sense. But it's funny. I did not imagine the mine would be like this. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just do ladders. Yeah, so I thought. Okay, make some more torches. I need to go and get some more coal pretty soon. Go and pick at some mountains and stuff. Doesn't really matter the time of day too. When mobs are added, it's gonna be a game changer. I'm gonna be changing everything about the way I'm playing. Wait, when they're added back, I mean they actually were in the game at this point, like without the need for oh, what do you call it? Right, they were around like versions before this. I mean, like they were removed because of infdev, and of course probably the level format changing also screwed up a lot of that. But like I said, infdev was kind of a ground up thing, so they had to Notch had and whoever was working at Mojang at the time had to kind of piece the game back together, basically at this point, with the new Infinite World Gen. Which I think that was, I guess, like I said when I was going into the controversial topics, I think the Infinite World generation is controversial, at least to the time. You know, now it's just like second nature. It's like, yeah, that's Minecraft. You know, like Minecraft's infinite. That's like the lure of it. But I feel like there's definitely a part of the community that didn't really agree with that at the time. I'm sure, and that's interesting to think about. Interesting food for thought. That there were probably the people that were just kind of meh about it. But at any rate, I feel like I'm getting close, but I can't quite tell how high I was at the base there. So it could very well be a good another while. I seem to get like around the same amount of iron per vein. Like that's another around like 13 from that one. Like it's crazy. It's so lucrative at this stage. I'm gonna be so bummed when that's fixed. I'm gonna be so bummed. I feel like did I shift at one point? I don't even know. It's so like uh strange just seeing like an endless staircase like this. I don't know. I'm not like as like it's not like as noticeable when it's just like the stairs, but like when it's the slabs, it just seems so much more like daunting looking at it. And I think though I guess the wider staircase is also another thing. This isn't even a staircase. This is a slab case. Yep. Of course, me and my fun language. Almost out of slabs again. I better be reaching bedrock soon. I actually don't even know how far off of bedrock I am. Like I said, working at like 50% speed. I'm having a good time. This is great. I'm loving this series so far. That's good. I mean, that was. I mean, I did love the original series too. It wasn't like any like disinterest in that regard. It was more just I got super uber busy and I just couldn't come back to the series. And by the time I came back, I was just like, it wasn't like I guess I was in a different place, but I just like completely just I don't know forgot about it. And I was just like, yeah, that's a thing, but like, also, I was just focusing on other stuff as well. To kind of shift the focus a bit, but I'm hoping to keep this around for a little bit. I want to see where this goes. I don't know how common diamonds are either. I know they've, like I said, ore distribution has changed, so diamonds might be fairly rare. And I also don't have access to coordinates yet, so I can't do any like stuff with like the positive or that. Like that's like, if anyone's curious, that's actually the way to do it in old Minecraft. Is to go positive, I believe. I don't know when that starts, if that's a thing here, but there was a bug where like ore would be a bit more plentiful in the positives. I don't know if it was certain ores or what, but I know for sure it was like the diamonds and stuff, which is kind of the meat and potatoes of everything. I just don't have any indication of direction because I guess the sun rises in the north in Minecraft, old Minecraft, even beta actually. I don't remember exactly when that changed, but that was a thing where the sun rose in a certain direction. Oh, I need to. Jeez, what is this? Oh my gosh, I'm. Oh, just press it. Super sensitive. This game is so sensitive these days. Any cool settings? FPS? Oh, there it is. Look at that. I could turn on. I don't know why there's 5 gigabytes of memory assigned. I mean, that's good. I got plenty of memory, but it's kind of interesting that I did that automatically. Probably something Betacraft related. It's better than it not being like that. So don't limit the frame rate. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it to normal. Yeah, who cares about the difficulty? Apart from peaceful, I guess I'd heal in peaceful. But like, it's basically like UHC right now. Where I'm basically like taking damage and I can't recover it unless I get food to heal it. It's kind of, I guess, old Minecraft is kind of more reminiscent of like UHC, except it's not like hardcore, I guess, in that nature. But it's kind of got that ultra part where you can't heal naturally. Although you can heal pretty easy in beta and old Minecraft in general. I feel like whenever I talk about old Minecraft, beta is like the thing my mind always jumps to. I guess it's just because of how impactful beta is, even to this day. It's I guess the only proper stage of Minecraft that has like, or at least like that's that old, that's still like as popular, like probably even more popular than it was even back then. I don't know. That's debatable. I guess you guys who actually were around in the community in those days could attest to whether it was actually it's actually like more prosperous now. I wouldn't know about prosperous, but like something along those lines in language. It just sounds a bit strange saying it, but I feel like there's some truth to that. Like I mean, I guess maybe not like more popular than it was back then, but it's like definitely interesting seeing a resurgence of such an old version. I think it's mainly, I guess, due to the playability, like, you know, being able to actually go back to the versions super easily. It's not like, say, like, well, the one off the top of my head for like other examples is like The Sims, where you can't really go back to the old games, apart from like 3 and 4. It's kind of like that. Like if Minecraft was that way, and you couldn't go back to the old versions as easily, and there was only like downloads or whatever for it, kind of thing, then it's a lot less accessible to the vast majority of people. So it's really nice that actually they did that when they did it. They started doing it, and even though they still lost some versions, it's a lot better than what could have been. You know, that we could have been without a lot more updates. I'm sure, you know, I mean, a lot of them have been found, and a lot of them could have been found, but just the ability to do it and the accessibility of it just makes old Minecraft all the more viable to do and play. I feel like Mojang kind of sped things along with allowing the old versions to be played like this. You know, it saves a bit of grief on the community's part, I'd say. This is such a long staircase. It goes on forever and ever and ever. Oh, is that a cave? I thought caves didn't generate, or maybe that was something that got fixed. I don't know. It's a hole. Oh, no, this is the hole I dug from my iron. I was like, yeah, there's no caves. Oh my gosh, I'm psyching myself out. No. Slabs are just the greatest invention in this game right now. They're like, so janky, but they're so good. So I guess I don't even know where I am. I feel like I've been digging forever. I've been going through like tons of conversation. It's been like 40 minutes probably digging. The better part of 40 minutes just in here. I might just resurface in a bit if I don't reach the bottom. Like I feel like this is crazy. Like how high must I need to go? Like look at this. I'm going forever. And I get that like my mine or my staircase, it's gonna take forever to go up and down this mine. I should beautify this mine, I think. If it's gonna be like a huge problem. Actually, it's not that bad. It takes quite a bit to get up and down the mine. Like I'm still not at the top just yet. And there it is. This is sea level right here. So this is like 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 50. 50, 49, 40, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 50, 39, 30, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29. I'm just going rough here. 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm really close. It's taken me a long time to get down here. And I think I'm just going to do a quick turn in the mine just for the fun of it, you know? I might as well just have a quick curve here. You know, I'm not going to see it from the top, but it's just kind of nice to have a bit of a break in the mine. But it's not just a complete straight. Actually, you know, I'll just have this be like my hub, you know? And then I'll dig it out a little bit. This will be like my mining hub. Like I'll come up here and then I'll go down. Well, I guess I've already passed. I don't even know what diamond layer is in this version though. I might just break this for now. I'll go. I guess I can go down to like bedrock right now. Oh, there it is. There's no bedrock, but apparently it's an infinite lava layer. But I do know where 0 is. So that's, I guess, 0, and then this would be 1, 2. I might be 1 block off. What is actually like the lowest layer of bedrock in Y level? I say bedrock, but it's actually lava in this version. I forgot about that. I don't think that's a thing in that was a thing in the original series because I just remember there being bedrock in the infdev base there. That's a pretty like early thing for infdev. Yeah, it's like at the very bottom of the world. Uh, yeah, I guess. Oh, that's kind of cool. Like the pause menu and the inventory have like a nice gradient in the background. That's cool. Uh, it looks like that is like layer 0 or whatever. 0, and then this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So right about here is 11, which I usually do my mine around this level. And that's just kind of an additional portion of the mine to go down to the void if I want to. But I can start my mine here, and I should find diamonds at some point. It might take a while to do so. But I'll just do some like branch mining. I think that's what you'd call, or strip mining, I guess, as it were. I think the branch mining is more like when you like break blocks out away from you, like the pokey holes. I actually used to mine that way, but I find just mining like this seems to do the trick. Or even more recently, you can do like the 1 block mining with the trapdoors as well. I think that's also an interesting method. I don't know how good it is. I know Green also pioneered the digging straight down mining method. I'm sure other people have done it in the past kind of similarly, but like, I mean, that was like the first time I had seen it. Like just digging down from like a certain layer, like your base or whatever, you dig just straight down and you just see what you can find. Just taking advantage of like that like rule or whatever. And now I can just fill up my inventory with all sorts of goodies from the mines. I'll be good. Yeah, look at the coal. The coal is like way bigger now as well. Like all the veins are like around the same size. I think that's a thing. That's like a bug that gets fixed. Is I think that all the ores, like the blobs, are all kind of like the general same size. Like there's not very much distinction between them. So if I find diamonds, then I'll find a lot of diamonds. But I don't know how common they are. It might take me a good while to actually stumble across them. Oh, okay, get some more pickaxes. And move this. There we go. Now I'm cooking. Now I'm getting a real move on here. Yeah, I'm gonna be walking the same pace until beta 1.8. By the way, no sprinting until then. Same thing with experience and chanting. A lot of the modern stuff taken for granted is in kind of added around that point of the adventure update, both the parts of it. And I guess that's also another fun fact that the adventure update was like I guess there's not very many updates that took like multiple parts. Like there's caves and cliffs and there's the adventure update. I don't really know of too many other updates like that in Minecraft, at least in my modern recollection. So if anyone does know of any, then do let me know. That's interesting that the F3 menu is just in the settings as well. I was just thinking about that. I guess I don't really need it. It doesn't really show much useful information, apart from the fact that my memory is looking really good right now. Invert mouse. I don't even know why that was added to the game, and why. Like, what is the thing with that? Is that just like a gag, or is there like an actual purpose to it? That's a question I do have. I might even look it up. Because the developers designed the controls to mimic real-world movement, where looking up in the game would feel more natural, like tilting your head upwards in real life. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know anyone who uses inverted controls like that. If you do, pretty cool. Pretty cool if you're actually used to it and play it like that. That's something. Anyway, back to the mining. I'll kind of, I guess, go switch in between the mining and the building for the time being. I might even gather a bunch of wood just from trees and stuff throughout the world, so I can stock up on resources. Maybe that's what I'll more so spend the next like hour or 50 minutes doing. I think I'll go to 2 hours. I kind of like doing longer episodes. I know some people might be a bit more opposed to that, but it's like it's a single play session, and I could split it up into multiple episodes if people really would prefer that. But I just kind of stream my like play sessions because I found the one time I didn't do that, which was better than adventure, and that was just kind of a bit of a drag. But I could probably make it work for this. I could get used to it. I think I just wasn't really used to it. I hadn't done enough episodes at the time, and I was doing them like one episode per sitting as well for like half hour. So it was like kind of stifling my playing as well a bit. So that might have also affected it, the enjoyment of that series. Zero caves is wild though. Look at all the cobblestone I got. Just the olden days of Minecraft, because it is. But no, it is because you don't have like your inventory filling up with like a dozen blocks. It's pretty nice. Yeah, I think diamonds might be a bit of a challenge to get my hands on. I feel like they're gonna be pretty rare. I'll dig like one of these chutes. Actually, I might, since I'm like halfway out, I might just walk back and then switch direction. The endless mine shaft that I'm digging. It's the only. This version is like the pinnacle of like player interaction necessary to change the world. Because I mean that's true for modern Minecraft, but what I mean is structures and stuff are in the game now, and this version has nothing, none of that, and not even caves. I mean, caves is a bit extreme, the removal, or not the removal, but I guess caves were removed because Classic did have them and stuff. Like all that was removed. This is like the clean slate Minecraft in a way. So that's interesting. But I'm gonna constantly be changing my like position in the tunnels here, so I should be able to get some more coverage of ores if I can find any. If I had any. I can make one more pickaxe, then I gotta go up, and I'll probably just pick up here, when I do more mining later. But I'm gonna probably go back up top and then do some work up there for a bit. Probably do my farm now that I got some resources and a bunch of iron. Okay, I won't even go through this pickaxe. Actually, you know, I probably could. I'm just gonna go through this one pickaxe here. But look at how many pickaxes I've gone through in just a matter of this one stream. Like, that's what I meant by paper thin tools last time. Like, these tools are not lasting any time at all. So diamond is not quite as good even as it is now. So it's not really as big of an incentive to get diamond, I think. Especially with it being rarer as well. It does, the chances do improve by beta. But I am a long way from beta, so diamond might be a bit of a stretch. But I do say that, but I could actually find it at any moment and prove myself wrong. I could very well prove myself wrong. I'm getting lots of iron anyway, no shortage of that. Which means I actually might be able to build with iron blocks. Not very many. I still probably won't have a whole ton, but I could actually use iron blocks in my construction if I want. Not that I probably will, but it's an option. Like, I'm just getting so much. It feels like cheating. Look at how big these patches are. This is like coal. This is weird. Minecraft, change this. Yeah, it's gonna change like right after this. Well, not actually right after. I'll read the patch notes for each update as I change them, and you'll also see it in the title, like the thumbnail, and also in the episode name, like the video name. I plan on changing the actual like series logo after a while, just to keep it fresh for everybody. Look at all that cobblestone I got. I gotta counteract that by getting a ton of wood. Just keeps on going. Just the Energizer Bunny over here. It's just like blocks in general are placed like super weird right now. Like I can just like spam place things. It's kind of interesting actually. I could do that with my build. See if I could actually make it work to my advantage instead of disadvantage. Okay. Right, back up top though. Bit more mundane, I know, but it's a lot of fun. I'm having just a lot of fun just messing around in old Minecraft like this. Look at me with my flaily arms. I could take like a screenshot right now. I don't have. There's no F1. No, no, I can't do it. That's so strange. Let me hang on. Let me get out of the print screen here. I was gonna get one of the mine. Usually, the mine's always kind of a cool one for a thumbnail because it's just like an abyss. But I'll keep working and then I'll kind of figure out the thumbnail later. I won't do that on the stream. I'll bring the fog like to here. I also want to change the ground so I don't hear this wretched grass sound all the time. And it's so loud, like I can't even escape it. I cannot escape the grass sound. Okay, I might as well smelt more stone. I don't know what I'll use the stone for. Because it's kind of a strange block to use in a cave like this. Like there's stone everywhere. But I do have that option. In case I do want to build with it. And I got a crap ton of cobble, so I might as well. Oh yeah, I can't even shift click, so this is pointless. I'm already manually sorting everything. That's like something I do. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys do it as well, but it's just like placeholder basically, like so you don't accidentally throw stuff in there that doesn't belong. You'd fill like a chest up with those or whatever kind of thing. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna gather some trees, some logs and stuff, just for the time being. Okay. See how much I can get my hands on. It's just kind of the grind right now. Taking advantage of that smelting time while I got it for this stream. That's like the nearest fix. Yeah, I should grab a bucket as well. No, I don't need a bucket just yet. I'm not starting that. Oh no, nighttime. The bane of my existence in a normal Minecraft world. And I get like tenfold back in the saplings, like every leaf pretty much drops them naturally. I don't think the saplings actually do grow. I have not seen them grow yet. So I might just have a limited amount of wood in this world to gather. I mean, it's rather unlimited considering the world size actually, but I don't want to go out too far for wood. So I'm hoping some of the trees will regenerate. Unless that is just a bug in the game at this point, and I might just have to wait. I don't imagine I'll need a terrible amount of wood to build much of anything right now. It's mainly just for like the chests, I guess. And whatever decoration I do for the base. I kind of do want to use some wood in my base because the stone, like I kind of want to go for a bit of a cop of color, you know? There's no wool, there's none of that, so I want to use a bit of like colorful blocks, and if wood is the closest thing I'll get to like actual colored blocks, then I'm gonna go with it. I'll have to remember to turn my stream volume back up for my other streams as well, because then everything will be super quiet. It's very obnoxious for my ears. In case anyone was wondering how it was for me. I can turn my headphones down a touch. They're already down pretty far. I guess I might as well just chop down this whole little patch in here. I don't know what else I should build in this world. Let me know, guys, if you want to see anything else before I move on to like alpha and stuff. What you want to see me build? I'm gonna focus on the grotto for now. But that doesn't mean I can't try some other stuff outside of it. So if you got like a cool build idea, then I'll consider it. And it might not be as pretty as you'd imagine. It's gonna be through the old Minecraft lens and not even like the beta Minecraft lens, which is already limited. Get even less stuff to work with here, but I think it'll be interesting. It'll be kind of a real old Minecrafty vibe, real nostalgic vibe, especially for me. Oh, this is so cool. Look at how many saplings I've managed to grab for myself. And one day these trees will all just sprout up. Not today. But one day, I'm sure. After oh, I can remove the ones close to here that won't generate. This is all kind of, I mean, I think it was alpha that the original Herobrine seed post was made, so this is all like very creepy as well in that sense. Like what I've talked about in Journey about that liminality of old Minecraft is definitely evident in infdev as well. Most of classic Minecraft and indev and infdev and stuff. What's in here? Nothing. And I'm not expecting much. There's not even the pyramids. Yeah, there used to be brick pyramids in indev. And there actually was something called the indev house. I don't know if it was if there was an maybe it was infdev, I don't remember. I thought it was indev house though. There's like a cool house. Oh yeah, okay, I'll work on the farm, I guess. Now they got some iron. I could probably make a bucket if I can. Ooh, okay, okay. I can't make fences either. So, I'm gonna have to just farm the old-fashioned way. Okay, I see game. I see what we're doing here. I'm gonna start a farm, and I don't got buckets, no nothing. What do I even make with iron? I guess just tools and armor. I guess I could just place blocks over top of it like this. Just kind of, there's not even sugarcane either. Sugarcane's, actually I do know when sugarcane's added. It's added a little while later from now. I do want to save the dirt. The dirt is valuable. Stone or cobblestone is not as bad. But dirt is something I want to hang on to. So I'm going to use cobblestone instead. I could use my stone actually, put the stone to good use and use that. Then it kind of meshes with the terrain a bit. And yes, the placement of the blocks also does impact my ability to breathe. Okay, I will just leave it there for now, the farm. Okay, that is an interesting twist. That is another last thing I can do in this. Okay, I'll just have to wait for the wheat to grow manually. Huh. Okay. Cool. Cool. I wasn't I wasn't planning on building a farm anyway. I guess I'll have to wait if I do decide to do that. It's still an infdev. Infdev. I just remember uh the Minecraft thing that like the fan made trailer that Minecraft posted to their channel years and years ago, like the evolution of Minecraft one. I just remember like the narrator just having like such a distinct voice. I remember him saying infdev. It's just because infdev is such a weird word. At least I think it's such a just like a strange thing, like as a word. It's great, though, honestly. I love it, and it's a cool stage of the game. Of course, not really a part of the game I was around for, but still a lot of fun nonetheless. How do I want to do this? I guess I could just leave it. I honestly don't need to worry about beautifying this very much. It's old Minecraft. You'll understand. You know, it's not this isn't a contest to build the most beautiful. Why does farmland take so long to mine? That's so weird. But it's not a contest, you know. I'm going for that old Minecraft vibe on purpose. Yeah, that's just like in like factory building games. You'd be like, this is the starter base. In old Minecraft, this is my this is an old Minecraft base. You know, it doesn't need to look good. Although I do say that, but people have made like super terrific looking beta builds, and even like old Minecraft in general. Like, I mean, I'm probably not gonna be able to build something super cool, but I'm hoping to do something. The water is kind of throwing me for a loop. Don't know what to think of that. But you go, water. I kind of just want to go with it. I think that's cool. Like no water physics, it's great. Not even buckets or anything. So yeah, I just gotta work with the terrain a bit. And this, I'll probably just make this into like fully fledged blocks. I'll put a bit of a perimeter around this. Only here though. Not there. Yeah, just make it. Ooh, that is kind of gross. Actually, I might just add a border. Oh, I like the water feature though. No, I'll fix it. I'll just do that. I don't really like this whole lighting thing. It's kind of cool, but then again, it's also a bit of weird. I don't know. I'll just stick with it for now. But I might switch or change my mind in a bit. Just kind of focus a little bit on making something interesting out of this. I'll need to mine this a bit. This is probably where my storage building will go, so I'll probably work on like a bit of an extension to the house. I don't know how I want to build or how I want to build right now. I mean, I don't got much real choice in like how I actually do build. If I'm building at like a small enough scale, like if you build large enough, you could probably build something kind of cool. But I don't got, like, I'm not really aiming to go for like scale or anything, so it'll be something. I kind of liked that water thing, but it's kind of weird with like the black. I mean, it's so seamless though. I just think it's real cool. It's a bit abstract, but you know, so is this version. So you can't really blame me for that. Oh, I just had an idea. I might implement it. I'm not gonna say it just yet in case I don't decide to. But I do have an idea. An inkling of an idea. I'll just do a nice like perimeter for now. And then worry about updating it and upgrading it, making it look nice later. That's like this half already done. The only issue is like lighting, which will just kind of have to go against here. I might even just, instead of placing against the wall, just see where I naturally need to place like the slabs and then just do it that way. I technically don't need to worry about lighting. I could do like the mood lighting thing and not really bat an eye at it because mobs don't spawn. But I still like having things illuminated. It's a nice touch. It makes things a lot more homely. I mean, I guess just throw some torches down every once in a while. And these give, like, I guess, little supports for the build. Could do it like every 5 blocks instead. I have a bit of reason, because my idea, actually, I'm going with it now, is going to be to have these be like pillars, and this is kind of like a little like canopy thing running through. I think that's kind of a cool idea. And yeah, every 5 blocks, I'll do another one here. And then this here will be like an actual building at some point once I get glass and stuff. But I'm gonna put like maybe just some like basic like pillars for now. It's not gonna be quite as I imagine it because I don't got as much flexibility with this. But I do have something. It's not gonna be the most beautiful, but for as far as infdev is concerned, I'm pretty happy. I'm not going for a masterpiece today or for this series. Just want to set the expectations. Not gonna build the what's it? What's the thing from Star Trek that someone built? I don't even know what the ship's called. Let me quickly look that up. The USS Enterprise, that's what it is. I remember there was like an old Minecraft video of like someone that built like a giant scale model of that, and that still impresses me to this day. And that's like decade ago kind of thing. Like that's a while back. That still impresses me a lot. That's a real cool thing. Among other stuff like that. That's kind of cool though. Like I've added a bit of a splash of architecture to this already. And then here is going to be my actual house, like my not my storage or like mine or anything. This is going to be the actual build that I do. It's not going to be glamorous. It's probably going to be very boxy. I could, I guess, do like some jut outs and stuff. I might. It's kind of, and I say all this because I actually do love building in Minecraft. So I'm just like, oh, I just feel so bad building something just kind of like mediocre, but old Minecraft. For the sake of repeating myself again. And I'll break that rule of 5 blocks just to have that little thing there, that curve. Okay, then the house, you kind of, I guess, walk in here. I don't really know how the house is going to be like, so I'm just going to draw down some quick plans. And it's not going to be very big. I'm going to go very small for this first build. The next one in alpha or beta, I might end up doing something more large scale. But for now, I'm just going to kind of worry about this grotto and then go from there. And as far as builds are concerned, I'm going to mainly just do my house and the I guess the farmhouse, the greenhouse, as it were. Or you can do like metal click to select block. That's really cool. Look, it even does it for like grass. Like you do it on grass, you get the dirt block. That's kind of cool. This is the house here. And then I might as well just, for the ease of symmetry, do it like this. I don't have a bed or anything yet, so I can't really have a bedroom. Like the actual furnishings are going to be very functionally oriented. I might try and see if I can do some aesthetics, but I'm probably not going to get super far with that. What do I want? Do I want to do like some kind of like weird thing for the build? I guess I could do like some kind of like diagonal wall here. Just embrace the strange. Yeah, that's like that. Kind of a cool little build. And then over here, I'll have like some kind of exit of some sort. And I don't think I can, well, I definitely cannot do shears. I can't use leaves as a building block. So I'm going to have to get creative and use like saplings or something for shrubbery until they all start friggin' sprouting up. But that's, I guess, like a basic idea for shrubbery. And then this here, I actually might try and do a bit of a bridge. I think that would be a cool little plan. And over here, this is not going to be like that, like whatever you call it thing that I was doing over on the other side with like the things every once in a while. This is just purely going to be a path. Like I was like, oh, it's going to be super efficient on resources, but I'm like already like placing like the full blocks every other block. Okay, and then I can think about the bridge, what I want to do for the bridge. So there's the house, there's like my like thing that'll lead to the greenhouse. And then over here, I'm going to do a bridge. I just want to figure out how exactly I'm going to build this bridge. I guess I can't really do all that much. I don't got very many blocks, like no slabs, no stairs. Or I only can really build with this cobblestone and stone. So I'll probably mainly use cobblestone. So I guess I could just do it like just willy-nilly winging it. Because that's just what I'm able to do here. Okay, I'll just do it like this. And since this won't really be seen underneath, I'll just place it with cobblestone for now. Change it if I have to. Then I'll do like one little. Yeah, I'll do it up because I don't plan on going. Oh, I lost the block. Oh. Oh boy. I'll quickly craft all this into slabs. And then I guess from here I'll start doing a bit more of a dramatic kind of more graduated build here, as it's like rising up for like a bit of. It's not gonna be a very spectacular bridge. Weird that like the texture changes. That's something to note. It's a very pointless bridge. I think it's kind of cool just to have a nice small little bridge here. And in terms of like decoration, oh, I gotta like remove. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I'm placing dirt. In terms of like decoration, I'm just gonna prop in some supports here. Do I want to make it? Oh, I accidentally did that. Is that cool? I mean, I kind of don't mind it. I'd have to move it all over one more block. But that's kind of cool. I like how it's got like a bit of a... Oh, I don't want to do that. But that's kind of cool. And then I can like have a nice cool little bridge here. And then I need somewhere to put the torches. I don't know if I want to make it wider. I just kind of like it being a bit of a thin bridge. And then I guess for a bit more detail, just do this. That mean it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind it. It works. Gets the job done. I'll place some more down here just for a bit of extra detail, but I'm pretty impressed with it. I might need to remove these blocks here. I didn't think I would see them, but I'm seeing them. I'm having to eat my words on it a bit. But that's better if I just fix that now and then point it out later. Or one of you guys points it out. Okay. I'm happy with that. That's pretty cool. As far as infdev is concerned, I love that. And it's not like a super special bridge, but it's my first build in this world, my first like it is finished part of this base, and I'm pretty happy with it regardless. And the mine beautification will also be another piece of this base. Like I'm intending on having this place be pretty pretty nice looking. That's the plan. And I'm going to do kind of the continued path over here. I won't worry about this. This is going to be kind of an expansion to my base, so I'm not going to worry too much about beautifying everything just yet. Towards the I guess what I'm calling the farm area per se. But yeah, I'll just leave it like that for now, and come back to it in a future episode when I can do the farm. And it's a bit samey right now, I will admit, but the bridge didn't really need like I guess I could like put like stone in instead, but I don't want to break it up too much because I can't. There's not really too much like to break it up. Like if I put stone there, it might just make it a bit weird. So I'm just gonna leave it for now. And if I really want to do stone, I'll do stone. I might even make. No, I'm not even gonna change this out now. I'll do like the blocks above it stone. And then I guess I'll just do more stone slabs for the roof. I guess I could do that part now. If I throw some more of the stuff in here. Let me quickly reorganize my inventory a bit. I don't know. There's like no music at all either. I think I implemented just my own music in the streams after a while. So if you guys would like that, I could do that again. Just have something running in the background because technically there is music enabled, but I don't think music is here. It's not here. I'm gonna need to get some more materials pretty soon. I think it's about time I break out the wood. I can't make fences. I can't make like trapdoors or anything, I'm sure. I doubt there'd be trapdoors before anything. So I really can't do much with the wood right now, apart from just using it as a full block. So what I'm going to do is, without building the house, I'm not going to do the house today. The house can wait for another episode. Without building too much, I'm going to kind of start this next portion. Oh, you don't even suffocate. That's something. That's super interesting. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna kind of use these pillars. It kind of gets rid of that. That's kind of annoying. Then I can't see it now. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'll go through this stone here and fix it. I'm gonna do one more thing of slabs and then just do that. There we go. Then I can at least see it. It goes up 3 actually. I'm not gonna do it up to 4. Just because I feel like it. Just because I say so. Okay, this is looking a little bit grim right now, a little bit dark. So I'm gonna plop down some torches. And it's probably wise to do it on the inside, so then you don't see it from the outside. And then it's just all illuminated in here. And this, as far as the storage building, I think I'm going to do that in the house probably in the next episode, whether it be next week or later this week. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to distribute the episodes for this. I think I'm just going to do it whenever I want to do them, unless you guys want a specific day as well for that. All this is on the table, and I'm burning through more of my stuff here. Hopefully these seeds actually grow. They don't seem to be growing. Hopefully that gets fixed pretty soon as well, if that is a bug that I'm witnessing. Yeah, I'll keep it like that, and then this will be a whole other project as well that I'll tackle in a separate episode 2. But yeah, I can like start something here. So it looks like stone's gonna be a pretty big part of the build. But the other block I want to use is the wood, which I think I will do like in here for the roof. So then like I can have something to break up all the grays. Because the gray is a bit, it's nice, but I want something to break it up a bit. And I think the wood should help with that. How about this now? I guess I could bring it in 1 block because the, whatever I'm calling it is gonna go in a bit. Then this can go in here to be continued. And I could probably even just bring it in all the way. I could build with logs too. I mean, I could even you bring them into here, but I think I'll just use them in the house somewhere. I'll just do that instead. Just leave that like that for now. I mean, that actually might just be how it ends up staying. So there might not be as much work there as I thought. I'm probably still not going to do it today. But yeah, there's probably not as much there as I initially thought. Okay, I'm going to just kind of cobble something together here. Look at that. That like makes it look so much better. Now the torches, I might just like place them like mirrored kind of thing again. I really am liking like these like mirrored torches and like not a bit more strategic with the torch placement instead. I think it's a bit clever. Just add a bit more here and then another torch. Okay. Okay, I'm liking this. And then there's only one real other part. I guess I could continue this out a bit further. But the only other part I need to do now is add the roof for this like little overhang thing that I'm working on. I might even like do it out all the way. So then I can have the overhang have a bit more, you know, I might not because I might have to, it might look a bit more awkward that way. Okay. So I've got this done. You can see it's starting to come together. I need to do a little bit more work on it clearly before it's there. I got to do like one more little touch here and then I'll probably be headed back into the mines next episode for more so I can just finish. I mean, it's a little bit weird. It kind of closes it off, but in a way, I think once I add like the roof, it'll bring it together, hopefully. That's my thoughts anyway. Hoping that will be proven true. And I can't really disrupt the water at all, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get up here without disrupting the water flow. I could probably just make a little path over here. Wouldn't really make a difference. I don't even know if grass regenerates either, so that's another thing. So I think I'm gonna do full blocks here, just to hide away the wood from the outside of the build. Just I want it looking very like I want it to blend in, and I guess I'll just keep it really simple. It's best to stick with the simplicity in infdev, I think. Even alpha will probably be fairly simple as well. I did not think I'd be putting this much effort into my first base, but it's a side effect of going with a bit more of an open-minded approach, I think. Let me quickly patch this all up here. Yeah, I'm running out. I'm gonna probably be out by the end of the stream. Well, that calls for a bit of mining next episode, I guess, at the beginning. Yeah, I'll just make the rest here. I also been like smelting a few stacks in the furnaces as well. But I can do like something like this. I don't know if I'll be able to keep them around very long because I'll have to adjust a bit. 3 block. I'll do it every 3. And here can just be some of these slabs here. And then I'll do something here just so it doesn't look completely weird from the inside. You're not going to see it very much. But I've tried to focus on some of the details that you might not pay as much attention to. It's kind of a nice little touch to do. And then I'll take a look at it and see if I need to detail this at all. I might have to add a little bit of extra oomph to it. But this might just be enough. This was kind of what I was imagining, doing just something really simple. Like I said, stick to the simplicity. That's what should be done in infdev. Can't really get much more complicated than this realistically anyway, actually. Funnily enough, I talk about, oh, simplicity, but you actually can't get much more complicated because really, not only is the block palette extremely limited, but also you're just not able to do like half the stuff you'd usually be able to do for building. So simplicity is kind of forced in a way. So that's interesting. Keep struggling here with these these blocks. Okay, and then one more little bit here, and I can take a look at this from afar and see how it's turned out. Let me see. I think that's good enough. I think that is sufficient. It kind of is glitchy right now with the slabs, the lighting, but you can see it, right? You can see like the intent anyway. You can see what I'm going for, and I think it's really cool. It's kind of old Minecrafty feeling. Kind of reminds me of actually it does remind me a lot of my base that I was doing in Silver Age. I have no idea what I'm going to do for a release base. I've got plenty of time to think about it, so I'm going to be thinking about that as I approach release. But yeah, that's real cool. And then I might do another one. Well, I know I actually might not because I want to keep it open. But yeah, that looks real cool for like old Minecraft anyway. That's gonna have to say I'm pretty impressed with how this is turning out so far. Okay, I've got like 10 minutes. I think what I might do now is I might just spend the rest of the episode mining because I've done probably more than enough building for one episode. I'm sure you guys want to see the actual house, but I'm going to save the house for the next episode, I think. And hopefully fairly soon I'll be able to upgrade the house and get some like building upgrades, some slight stuff because this base probably won't change very much in my time being here beyond like what I'm initially building, unless something bugs me. That's really the only difference. But yeah, this is the house. I think the house is a good enough size. I could go for something larger scale, but I think it's good to go a bit more, something a bit easier to do for now. Yeah, I can probably, oh yeah, that whole stack of stone there. Okay, I'm gonna hoard a bit of the cobblestone for myself. I don't know how much cobblestone or how much coal it'll go through. I'll hoard some of the coal, I mean. I can throw some of the iron in here. I used all that cobblestone already. I'll bring a bit of those resources with me. I guess it's not even lava though. There's only lava at the bottom of the world, so I don't even need like the blocks to place over lava or anything in case I run into it, because I won't. I won't run into it. I will need though probably. I'm not gonna be down there long enough to probably go through all this iron, but I will need to grab something else. I mean, this I don't really need down there. What was I thinking of grabbing with me? I got wood. I got tools. I don't know. I'll just go with it. And I think, are the crops growing at all? I don't know if there's a condition not being met or if it is just a plain and simple bug. It might just be a plain and simple bug or the block above them. I could remove the block above them, I guess. Would that allow me to walk on them? Yeah, it would. I might keep it for now. If they don't, I mean, I might just remove it on like these ones here and just see if it changes anything. If it's like the block is obstructing it or something for whatever reason. Oh, look at this weird lighting over here. The old lighting is great. Oh, that's quite the shape there. Quite the shadow it casts. But going to, I guess, delve into the mines a bit more here. I guess I could do armor and stuff if I can make armor. Let's see if I can. Lo and behold, I can. I'm not going to just yet. I could make it with the iron I have here. Might as well. Just to have the armor, just to say that I have it for when I do need it. I don't remember if it actually does anything like passively in the game with like damage, with respect to damage, so it could all be useless and I'm just burning through iron for no reason. Oh well, I got so much of it anyway. And there be the iron bar. Or the armor bar, not iron bar. Yep, into the cursed chunks I go to do some mining. I got like 8 minutes. I could do a good lick of mining and then wrap things up. And then I'll come back up and take a thumbnail out after the stream of my progress, so you guys can see it. And you guys all have already well seen it. But hopefully the two like multi-hour episodes are not a bad thing. If it's really that big of a deal, I could do like 30-minute episodes again, like I did with Better Than Adventure, and just like do like 4 of them or whatever, and then just release them kind of more frequently. But hopefully the chillness of everything accounts for it, you know, just being nice and chill, just old Minecrafty vibes and all that. I think that should account for it. And I'm trying to keep everything as interesting as possible. Oh, I gotta do like a whole thing here. I'm kind of making my own caves. I guess that's something you could do, but there's like no TNT or anything, so it'd be pretty hard to do them yourself. Take a lot of manual labor. That's the only thing with like old like this kind of stuff here with like it being so limited that everything having to be done by me is like a blessing and a curse. Because it's like, yeah, the world is completely untouched apart from like my interactions with it, but also if I want to do something crazy that would require a lot of work. But I think that adds a lot of intrigue to the whole process. It makes everything like feel so much more worth it when it's taking you so long to do it, you know? Like in modern Minecraft, to get like the equivalent of that, you have to build. I mean, I guess you could with like the new blocks that they've added, you could make like a really expensive build that's rather small and get the same amount out of it, but you're still putting in that time, you know. But like I feel like for a lot of things, like the real attention goes into like the mega builds, or at least it did. I don't know if that's so much of a trend anymore now in modern Minecraft, or like not modern Minecraft, but like today Minecraft. Like I feel like a lot of people are starting to stray away from the mega bases and more into like the forever worlds and that kind of thing. But At any rate, that is just kind of some things I've thought about. And I can confidently say that I'm having a royally good time in this series. So you better betcha that you're going to be getting more episodes of this. And I will be moving beyond the smelting bug as well. I'm going to probably throw my last bits of cobblestone that I get from this mine into the furnaces and just get one last smelt out before it all goes back to like the long time to smelt everything. I could just sit here for like a little bit and then everything's just smelting. Looks like I'm not getting episode 1 diamonds. It's not even day 1 either, so I'm just not winning in any regard in that for that. I won't take it personally though, because diamonds are just very difficult to get at this stage. You think they're difficult now. You just wait till you see old Minecraft. At least this. Lots of progress today though. It's a good 2 hours. Got the base started. I got a lot of my plans that were kind of complicating everything got absolved, which was it was actually kind of nice to not have all the plans. Like I feel like you get so like wrapped up in everything because it's like, well, I need to do all this. But you don't really have to, at least at this stage. Like a lot of it actually just isn't possible for me for the current stage. And the healing, I'll have to work out what to do about that. I don't really know. I'll have to see what the crops. They should grow, but there might just be like a tick related bug or whatever, because it seems to be the same for the trees. So maybe it's just like the tick speed of the game is just a bit borked at the moment for these versions. Because I don't think I had these issues in when I played, but I also may have. I don't remember. It was like 2 years ago. I haven't gone back and looked at the old episodes at all. I have not gone through the liberty of doing that. I usually don't actually go through my old videos in general, unless it's like Journey. Usually Journey to the Farlands I go back to, but other than that, most series I don't. Maybe the SMPs, I guess, because that's kind of the purpose of those, like the survival servers. But yeah, I don't really do it apart from that, so I don't really know what the old world was. I remember it vaguely, and I still have some screenshots I can go dig up and show you guys, but most of them you could just see by watching or even looking at the thumbnails of the old episodes before this one. Yes, I did. I have like another season 2 of it's like season 2 of this, and I've already like tried rebooting this a few times. Like me and Devin tried doing it at one point, and we just never came back to it. And then I tried doing it myself, and then I kind of just got demotivated pretty quickly into the first stream or two. But I'm glad that I'm feeling good about this one now. I feel, I do feel good. I've said that a lot, and it's probably maybe a bit annoying, but I just like letting you guys know when I'm actually having a lot of fun, because that's my big motivator for doing series is personally. I don't just do stuff just to do it, just that because people like it kind of thing. I do it because I enjoy it, and if people like it, then that is even more motivation for me. There's some coal. I feel like my dreams of getting anything beyond iron and coal are dashed. I'm actually wondering if there is any other ore in the game right now. There might just simply not be diamond at all. I'll have to check the patch notes as I update. I'm not gonna peek ahead. I'm gonna try and keep myself spoiler free. Because honestly, like I guess like as I get closer into alpha and beta, I'll probably be a bit more aware of stuff that gets added. But for infdev, I have no idea for what bugs are fixed and are prevalent and all that. There's gonna be a lot of that for a while. But I'm at an hour and 59, so I'm going to move on back and I guess I'll move on to the next thing over for the next episode. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 1, the real proper, I guess, beginning. Wait, did I go down? Oh, I must have just started going down at one point. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode, and I'll be back whenever I guess I come back this week or next week for episode 2. So yeah, see ya.